What's up, everybody? This is Old Bear Creek Road with this funny little bridge that apparently does not support much. 20 tons it says. I read that it didn't support too much. It was kind of rickety, but perhaps it's been redone since then. Today we are going up Bear Creek Road, which is this here. Kind of a main artery for Boulder Creek. A lot of people commuting from the mountains here to San Jose, so it gets pretty busy. Generally speaking, people drive pretty quick on this road. Probably not so much on the weekends like this though, so it may be a slow ride. Got off to a little bit later start than I intended to, as usual. So here we are. Let's see, this road mostly follows Bear Creek. Surprise, surprise. Named for when the bears frequented this area, or the creek, for water and food, probably. No more bears here, as far as I know. Still mountain lions though. I talked a little bit about Mountain Charlie in my last video. He was mauled by a bear back in the day, back in the mid-1800s. He's one of the guys who built a lot of these old roads. Don't know about this one. But this road, as I said, runs between Boulder Creek to Highway 17, ends right at the Lexington Reservoir. There's an overpass there now named after Jillian Kachowski, I think it is. So I guess a memorial overpass. I guess she died in an accident, so they built the overpass as an attempt to make the getting onto 17 a little safer. And it's a pretty windy road, of course. It's a nice ride if you can find it when there's not too many people, which is pretty tough anywhere around here these days. Certainly during commuting hours and as well as weekends when you get here a little too late, as I did. We'll see how long this opens up for, but it's a nice little road to ride. There's a couple decent little lookout spots along the way, overlooking the valley in the trees. I'll pull up to one of those. There's also a couple wineries out here. The Byington Winery. I believe I used to sort of work in a way with a family member of that winery. There's also David Bruce Winery. Don't know anybody that's from that family. I've never been to either one of the wineries. If you haven't been to the Lexington Reservoir, it's not too big, but it's a nice little reservoir. I'm not sure what the rules are as far as swimming and kayaking. I don't know that you can actually swim in it. I know I've seen fishermen in it, and I've seen kayaks in it. I don't know if you can just drop your boat in and go. I know Loch Lomond, which is a little more in this, that's in the Zyanti area. We'll kind of ride a little past it. But you can't just drop your kayak in there. You have to pay a little fee to have them clean up your kayak, trying to keep some sort of species that doesn't belong in there. I think it's some kind of shell species or something or other from the ocean they're trying to keep out. So you've got to pay that fee, and then you have to pay a storage fee and actually keep your kayak there. So I've contemplated taking my kayak up there, but not so sure it's worth paying the storage fee and having to be limited to only using it at Loch Lomond for the season. Not that I use it all that often. Maybe one of these days I'll use it a little bit more. Traffic not too bad so far, but as you can see, you encroach on people that can go a little slow. During commuting hours, people drive pretty mad around here. This is also the home of many pot farms. Probably not as many as used to be, or maybe there still are, but they're probably just clinging for life at this point, since pot is nearly legal in the state anyway, not federally, of course, which is kind of in the process of running out all the home growers as all the big players start to get involved. Along this road is, of course, where the recent bear fire started, which started on a pot farm, of course. I believe there was some sort of altercation. Can't remember exactly how the fire got started. This road is also where many stolen cars get parted and dropped off along the side of the road. So buried in these hills is where you might find, if you were looking, some chop shops. In fact, actually, I think a couple fires started at some chop shops. If you go looking for them, oh, here's the Byington Winery for you. See what this looks like. I've never been in here. Nice little overlander. Very nice building. Some vineyards for you. There's a decent little lookout for you. Don't know if people are just dressing fancy or if there's some kind of wedding up here at the moment. Somewhere along here is also Redwood, Bear Creek Redwoods Open Space Reserve, I believe it's called. You can go hiking, I believe. If that suits your fancy. Here is David Bruce Winery. Exit only. Well, it's too late now. This one does not seem to be quite as popular. Pretty impressive building though. Doesn't have the nice rock face that the Byington does. Place seems pretty dead, really. May not supposed to be in here, I don't know. There's some vineyards or some vines. Not sure if they do tastings around here. Well, front gate's open too. Certainly isn't much going on today. Might have to look into that one. David Bruce. Pretty aggressive sounding name. Also some very nice spots people park their houses overlooking the valley of the mountains here. Those lookout spots I mentioned. Let's see, there's a turnout right up here somewhere. Somebody's found it before I. Man, it's getting too hot to be hanging out in an area like this. Gotta find some shade or get on the road, get some airflow. It's supposed to be 90 something in Boulder Creek today. Too bad as far as traffic. Even midday on Saturday. Right here it kind of turns into Skyline Boulevard. Take that road a little more one of these days. That's a major connection. You can take that all the way to Daly City if you wanted to. You might have to take a little jaunt on 280, but very short. But for this small section, this is kind of both Bear Creek and Skyline Boulevard. Also runs into Summit Road. Africa Twin there for you. So here's where Summit Road crosses if you go straight. That continues to be Bear Creek Road for not too far. It just kind of leads straight down and then to the overpass where you can get onto Highway 17 right there at the Lexington Reservoir. But it's not too far, and there's nothing too interesting, I think, at that point to see. So I'll end it here. Till next time.